In this video, I'm going to break down a GBPUSD short position that I'm looking at for an early week trade. When you finish today's video, head over to the link in the description and join my free trading course. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I wanted to break down this idea that I'm seeing on GBPUSD. This is a very conditional trade. It may not come through, but if it does, and I do get the conditions met, I will be executing. And if we do get those conditions met, it should be a very high probability trade that is likely to work out quite well for us. So this is a very quick video. I'm actually going away today. I will be back in action on Wednesday. So I'm not going to be trading too heavily. This will probably be the only setup that I'm watching for the meantime, unless anything changes and pops up tomorrow. But the idea behind this trade is simply to follow price down to fill this inefficiency. Now, obviously, with the tensions we have going on right now around Russia and Ukraine and the potential war that could break out and potentially escalate into a larger conflict, we do have a lot of fundamental, wildness, a lot of action going on in the market, and a lot of these really crazy movements, like we saw with the market gaps opening up 70 pips down on Euro USD and large amounts down on other pairs as well. So we don't need to be trading heavily in these times. I actually prefer to stay out of the markets for the most part until we get super high probability, very nice setups forming. Now, this is one of the ones that I do like right now, probably one of the only trades I will be looking at until I do get back into action on Wednesday, and that is going to be shorts on GU. So if we look at the market and the structure that we have right now, we can see from this point down here and this point up here, we are trading within a range now. The market gapped down dramatically. We had a gap fill through the night and through the start of London session to fill into that gap. We've now cleared out all of this open space, hit supply, and as we can see, we have actually started rolling over. We do have low time frame confirmations here, but I didn't execute a trade because it's too early for me. I want to see some more significant demand fail before we can get in. So the idea behind this position now is to see GU continue rolling over. I want to see this low here around 1.33830 taken out. And if that level is taken out, I will then begin scoping shorts to actually execute shorts from potentially this supply zone here that we can see just forming up on the 10-minute time frame there, or whichever zone it is that actually causes the break of structure. Now, the reason that I like this trade, if we just have a look at some of the larger time frames, you will see that we are quite extended to the downside here. But that doesn't essentially mean that we have to finish up the move where we are right now. Now, last week we saw a large wick come down, hit this demand zone. I did expect a reaction from here, but then we had obviously the large gap down and now stuck within this range with a little bit of inefficiency below here on the higher time frames and the lower time frames, sorry. I would actually expect that we could potentially pull back down after reacting from this supply and come and fill in some of this inefficiency, trade towards this demand area here, before then potentially selling off further, or finally then making the reversal to the upside to fill in some of this open space. There's a lot of worry, there is a lot of investor doubt, so I do not see GU actually picking up too heavy in any time soon. Now, potentially it could. We have seen some crazy rallies on some of the pairs, but for now, for me, with all the tension that's going on, I think this is the setup I like right now. So quickly looking at the low time frames, the 5-minute for this example, we can see here that we've got the structure obviously being higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then we've essentially formed this higher high, but I'm now looking at the substructure within this. So we can see here that this demand pocket that we can see just there above that 1.33830 level is an area of interest for buyers to come in. So if we can hit this area, I'm not going to be interested in selling because we're still capped by it. But if we can break through this area and break through this low into this substructure, I will then actually be interested in looking for shorts, because what that shows me is this demand has failed. The strength that came in from this level is now redundant, and we can actually look to potentially start rolling that down to the downside. So this will be a strongly managed position. I won't be rushing on it, but I do think we could get some very nice opportunity if the market actually provides us with what it is that we want to see. So there we go. That is it for this video. I will catch you all a little bit later in the week when I'm heavier in the action. But until then, I do have a couple of little educational posts to drop on Instagram. So make sure you're following me over there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.